What's up, guys, and welcome back to the John Q channel. Thanks so much for watching. Before we get into this video, I got to give you the verse of the day. The verse of the day is Hebrews 13:8, which states, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Amen. Hopefully that blesses you today and this week. All right, let's get into this video. Now, just about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago, I made a video called You Should Carry a Gun in 2025. And I wholly believe that. I believe if you're a man or a woman and you want to protect yourself, your family, and people around you, you should go and buy a gun. You should be able to go buy a concealed carry firearm and carry it concealed or open carry, and I believe everyone should be able to do so, right? And I kind of wanted to make this video and kind of talk about, should you carry a gun in 2025, right? Because I made that video, you should carry. Now it's, should you carry a gun? And I think that's a good question. Side note, if you want a good question patch, they're available on the website, thejohnnyq.com. Just scroll down, go to the merch, buy a patch, support the channel. You're awesome. Should you carry a gun in 2025? The answer is yes, you absolutely should, right? But I kind of want to go through these comments in that video because it kind of struck a chord, I feel like, with people, and it kind of maybe gave a voice to people where they're not, maybe saying this in public or to their friends because guns are looked at such like a mind my language, such a damning thing, right? Where, yes, guns are used in crimes and things like that, but they're also used to stop threats, to stop bad people from doing bad things. And we don't seem to talk about that very often. And I feel like my job as a content creator in this space, it's my job to not, to make content around guns, but to get rid of the stigma that guns are dangerous. I don't think guns are dangerous. I think people are dangerous, right? Like, we're not going to start banning cars. We're not going to ban pocket knives. We're not going to ban baseball bats, or if you're John Wick, we're not going to ban pens, right? We're not going to do that. So why would we ban guns? So I just want to quickly go through some of these comments, just because I feel like you guys will resonate with this, and it's good conversation. All right, so top of the list here, this comment: I'm 19 years old, firefighter, just graduated in 2024, carry one every day with me at all times, even at work. My state allows open carry under the age of 21, so I make good use of it and make sure to exercise it. I normally carry my Taurus G2S or a TISS 1911 as a sidearm. As a sidearm? A 1911? My guy. For home protection, I have an M&P 15 AR with a sight X night vision scope because I also use it to protect the livestock. I have a lot more, but I'm not going to share everything. Love your channel, man. Keep it up. I'm going to heart that right now. That's amazing. Good for you, man. Good for you. Next question. What should I have carry when I'm too young? Now, this is something that was coming up in this video quite a bit. Like, people who are under 18 obviously want to protect themselves, but can't, go buy a firearm in America because they're not of age. Now, there's maybe some level of like, yeah, maybe if you're 14, you shouldn't be carrying around a Glock 19. I mean, I might get heat for that, but like, maybe that's a good thing, right? Maybe 14, 15, 16, 17. I feel like when you're 18, when you're deemed an adult, when you can drive a car at like 16, maybe you should be also considered to be able to buy a gun, right? But for that, I say a pocket knife or pepper spray, right? Like, if you're young and you can't go in your state and buy a gun or purchase a firearm for protection, well, then I would say pepper spray. You could, use a Byrna blaster even. Now, I know that's not ideal, but it's pepper spray with, little balls of pepper that you can shoot at your threat. And let me tell you, when you get sprayed or shot by pepper ball or pepper spray or mace, yeah, that's gonna have some effect on your threat. Let me tell you from experience, it's not a good thing. Or just make sure that your parents are actually caring enough for your protection. So that's what I would say. Here's another comment. I want to, but I'm from Germany. America, baby. Gotta love it. All right, here we go. While I don't disagree, you need to move out of a city slash overly populated area. I live in one of the safest states in the country and everyone is armed. I mean, that's great. Good question, by the way. That's awesome, but like I don't think people need or should have the need to move just because it's not a safe area. Right now, I do agree there are not safe areas in America, cities all over America. But even if you do live in those spaces, in those areas, you should be able to carry a gun. You know, it shouldn't be that because you live in an unsafe area, you have to move, right? Just be armed. Here's another comment here. I carry a 1911 every day. That's wild to me. Like, I usually carry a Glock 19, right? Or the new Springfield Armory Echelon Compact, or the Comp Carry by Smith & Wesson with an optic, of course, and a flashlight. But to carry a 1911, I just think is just so bulky and big. But hey, to each their own. Like, more power to you. Someone commented, I don't have a gun license. And then someone commented to that comment, exercise your Second Amendment. I mean, amen. I mean, you know, that's kind of where I struggle. Like, should you carry a gun in a sense where you might need a permit, or you might need a permit in your state, but also I'm a man who follows the law, and I want to apply the law to my everyday life because that's just, you know, it's the law. We should follow it. But also, it's a God-given right to own and carry a gun for protection. So it's like, I feel like the government has tied my hands behind my back and just said, hey, there you go, live your life. And if the cops get there, the cops will get there. And as I stated in that other video, which I will link down below for you guys, the cops are not going to save you. They're not going to be the ones to protect you when you need it. It's up to you to be your own protector, to be your own police officer until the police actually come. Right? Maybe I'll make a video in the future what to do if you display or, you know, fire a shot at someone in self-defense, because what they don't realize is everything that comes after you shoot someone, most likely you might get shot, and you're for sure, if you don't get shot, you're going to get arrested. So we'll talk about that in some other video. States like California, New Jersey, and New York make it super difficult for people who want to legally carry. It's sad. Man, that's the thing, man. Something like California where you can't carry a gun, I mean, or there's very limited, you're limited in how you can carry and how many rounds you can carry in said firearm. I mean, it's pretty wild, and I don't know how to answer that right now. I'm just glad I don't live in California, to be totally honest. And I feel like in California, depending on where you are, like let's just say Los Angeles, you might need, you definitely would need a gun because it's Los Angeles, right? I don't know, man. Pretty wild. Here's another question. What if you're a non-violent felon that caught a charge almost 10 years ago? This is another question that's been coming up quite a bit. I made a video or a short video a while back saying, should felons own a gun or have a gun or something like that? Again, I want to follow the law, but I do believe, like, if you have a felony, depending on the felony, I mean, not even that. Every person should have a gun regardless of felony charge, etc. Like, the government, man, the government is crazy. So, I mean, to that I would say, make sure you read up on your state statutes, federal guidelines, and if the federal government says you cannot carry a gun, which I think that's pretty much what it says. If you're a felon or have had a charge of a felony in the past, no matter what, you can't have a gun. Now, I think that's what it is. I'm not going to tell you to carry a gun, but I will say you are your own protector. I will let you make up your own mind on that one. Training is what people need. Now, yeah, I definitely agree with this statement here, or in my case, this question. If you're going to carry a gun, you got to go train. And I'm not saying go take a course every single month or every week, but like make it a point if you're going to buy a gun, right? Let me backtrack. If you're going to want to drive a car, you need a license, right? You need to go practice driving a car. And every day you're driving the car and making sure you don't crash into someone, a building, or other cars, right? Now, the example between that and carrying a gun. If you're going to carry a gun, you got to practice. You got to go train. Make it a point to go to the range once or twice a week. Buy 100 to 200 rounds every single time and go out there and go shoot from concealed carry, slow draw movements from concealed carry at 5, 7, 10, 15 yards, 20, 25 yards, maybe even if you're bold, 50 yards. Now, if you can go and stop a threat at 50 yards, you gotta make sure you can hit that shot. But go to the range, practice, go train, know how your gun moves with you, know how to manipulate said gun, and just make sure you know, because the day is coming for everyone. Maybe not everyone, but the day is coming where you will need a gun to protect yourself, your family, and others. So that's my tidbit. So the question being, should you carry a gun in 2025? Honestly, I think that's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable carrying a gun for whatever reasons you don't feel comfortable, then don't carry a gun. But if you're someone who wants to protect yourself and your family and those around you and have that peace of mind that that firearm is on you when you go out in public, yeah, you should carry a gun. If you are a man, I think you should carry a gun. And here's the thing, I don't think you have to be this ultra alpha male to carry a gun. You don't have to be this military trained operator to carry a Glock 19. You know, I think if you go out to the range, train a couple times a month, even once a month, and you conceal carry, I think you're probably better off than most people in America. And you could probably defend yourself a lot more than most people in America. And maybe that's another video, you know, when to bring out your gun or when to actually use your gun in self-defense, right? There's so many, you know, as a police officer, I saw so many incidences where, man, they used a gun, probably shouldn't use the gun, or hey, that guy should probably go to jail because he did display a firearm, but he's not going to jail. I don't know, so many things, right, to consider. But should you carry a gun in 2025? Abso-freaking-lutely carry a gun in 2025. If you disagree, comment down below. If you agree, comment down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the channel, comment, you know, click that little bell so it tells you when I drop a video on YouTube and you're the first to watch it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.